Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another video of the Hockey Coach Euro Code Friendship for the Hockey Nation Live Show. Today, I predict the Montreal Canadiens are going to sign Jordan Harris. Next week, he's going to be signing a contract of 2 years, ELC. This is my prediction of the weekend. I can't wait to see Jordan Harris with the Montreal Canadiens, the captain of the Northeastern, lost yesterday in the Frozen Four NCAA tournament. And I really believe this is going to be his new signature is going to be happening next week with the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to give you all information what you need to know about what kind of player is Jordan Harris. Don't go nowhere. But before we start, we invite you, don't forget to click on the likes and finally tell me what you think about Jordan Harris. And let's dive in right away what you need to know what could happen for Jordan Harris. The first thing we need to know is he's going to sign a 2 years contract, ELC, with the Montreal Canadiens. This is my prediction about him at $925,000 per season. The second thing you want to know, Jordan was a third round overall pick, the third round 31 overall pick by the Montreal Canadiens in 2018, born in Boston area. He's 21 years old. He's a 5'11", 176 pound. He shoots from the left, and he is a left defenseman. In 38 game, Jordan last season had 5 goals, 15 assists for 20 points, and 129 games during his career in the NCAA Division I for the Northeastern University. He has a 15 goal, 85 assists for a total, 58 assists for a total of the 73 points. Like I mentioned, he played for the Northeastern. He was also this year the captain of the team, where he can show that kind of player he is, honestly. And let's go move on for the next one, where you can a little bit more learn about is what kind of player he was. So first of all, during his young time, he played in the prep school. His route to become a professional player is really different like any other kids. He played preschool, high school for the Campbell and Boston area. Then after that, he played only 5 games in the USHL for Youngstown. And finally, after that, he's jumping right away on the NCAA college for over 4 years. He completely finished his school before he wanted to come to professional hockey players. So at a young age, he was more a player oriented on the offensive side, carry on the puck, shooting, score more, everything like that. That's what he was until he reached the college level where he became more a defense player. So play 1 versus 1 for him, example. The puck, controlling his cap control, everything. Understand as a defenseman, it's not only on one side, but both sides. And that's what he did on the college level. His mobility of his skating is really above average. He have a good skater. He really control. He have a good vision. But like I mentioned, he have a good stick. But the problem he has is, I believe right now, is undersized in NHL. What are you talking about? I believe he's a great offensive player with a little bit lack of the defensive physicality in NHL. So, and front the net and the corner, win the battle. It was something he would need to work on his body to get stronger and better on that area. His mobility and also his timing and awareness is 3 quality he possesses inside of his skill and talent. He can move the puck quickly, right? His timing to release the puck, preparation for breakout or passing on friend zone is great. He adjusts his cap control on the defensive side. That's another great things about what he does about the timing. But also he's really aware what's going on around him on the defensive zone, or he's really read or anticipate the play great. So that's a great thing compared his undersized. So he can increasing and develop those 3 areas and NHL is getting at least cut the difference between undersized and the way he play around. That would be better for him at the end of the day. So I just want to give you a little bit a way we got his score report of the FHM. You can see strength level. It's a code about 20 ranking. So puck angling is 15, speed 14, acceleration 14. His strength is at 12, offensive at 12, defensive at 12. His accuracy is at 8, teamwork 14, agility 14, passing 13, shot blocking 12, leadership 12, hitting 11, and accuracy is 7. Those stuff was about 2 years ago. But again, I just want to share you a little bit his friend, what kind of player he is at that moment during at that career he has right now. The next thing I want to mention to you is at the end of this video is he took a long road before he reached the NHL. So, you know, usually if you go to CHL, like Canadian Hockey League Junior, but you're going to be drafted at 18, you maybe jump in NHL at 19 or go right away on the American Hockey League, becomes right away, sign a 3-year contract, he go there. Jordan used his friend Pat, and he take the long road to go to NCAA. He stayed there not 2 years, not 3 years. He completely finished his back and took 4 years, and he become a captain. So when he reached for me, now he's going to be 22 years old. When he's going to be at the first training camp with Montreal Canadiens, he got a lot of maturity. Secondly, he's a leader because he's a captain, so he knows the team bonding. That's helping. His work ethic is really great for what we heard for the Northeastern coach. He wants to develop, he wants to get it better, and he wants to reach his goal in his life. So he's really have a really good head over his shoulder, and I think that's really important when you reach that kind of 22 years old in NHL, and I think that would be great. 2023 with Abs. So what are you talking about? I don't think so. He'll be with Montreal next season. I think we have to wait 1 more year. I think he needs to develop with the Laval Rocket at least a minimum 1 year before he have an opportunity to play with the Montreal Canadiens as a full-time players. Now, he's going to sign a contract next week. It's maybe possible he play a couple of games with the Montreal Canadiens. It's going to be around that team, and he's going to learning the concept of Martin St. Louis and to see who is he, honestly, versus the really man in NHL. That's what's happening for me for this season. Good news also, he can reach the Laval Rocket after the season Montreal Canadiens is over, so he can maybe helping the Rocket for the race for the playoff, and if they are in the playoff, that we're helping the Rocket for the rest. So he's going to get maybe a 10, 15, 20 extra game for this season under his belt for Jordan Harris. So I just want to make this new premier for the Montreal Canadiens. Expect they signed the 71 overall pick, draft pick, NHL 2018, signed a 2 years contract, ELC, with the Montreal Canadiens. So I can't wait to see Jordan Harris the next couple of weeks with the Montreal Canadiens. This complete another video of the Hockey Coach Guru for the Hockey Nation Live show about the Montreal Canadiens. But before we leave, we want to remind you, please don't forget to subscribe. 4164. Let's go for the road of the 5,000 5K. And finally, click on the likes and give me your comments about Jordan Harris. But before we leave, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. I look forward for the next video with the Hockey Coach Guru, Coach Frenchy.